Guys, I cannot lie. This has to be one of the most nerve-wracking things I've ever had to do. I cannot tell you how many times I have retaken just a bloody intro. Just a bloody intro. Anyway, I come back with lots of energy, really. Nothing has changed on this side. My name is still Zintle Myoli, and nothing has changed on the channel. You're still watching Evergreen and we're growing. I come back with a young, really short life update. It's because I think if you are going to do a YouTube channel, and I've been trying to rally people to come subscribe on my channel and watch the things that I do on my channel and just join me in this little family of mine. I think it is important if you are constantly doing that and people have some kind of belief in you and they watch you and they enjoy you and they follow you. I think it's important if you do take a stop or hiatus for whatever reason. I think it's important to come and explain why you have taken that stop, and that is what a live update is all about, at least to me. So if I'm going to do a live update, by the way, I have not had a drink in 2.5 months. I'm trying to change my lifestyle a bit, because if you did watch my channel, you saw that I was a girl. I was a girl who loved her drink, still am, but I am trying to at least regulate how much I drink. I have MCC here with me just to calm the nerves, really, and to also celebrate my return. So how about we cheers to that? Guys, this is stress. Filming is stress, just before we get into it. Okay, life update. I am going to talk mostly about two things. There are only two things that I need to update you about. There are only two things that you need to know. There are only two things that I need to speak about and to clear up, to make things quick, to not make this a dreary long video, because genuinely nothing much has changed. One, my question to myself, or a question that I think people who watch me would have, is why did you stop? You were consistent, you were trying. Why did it take such a short curve? There was no huge emotional block or anything like that. I got bored. I got bored of the scene. I got bored of YouTube. I got bored of watching YouTube. I got bored of doing YouTube, listening mostly to myself on YouTube. I got bored of absolutely everything that had to do with my own content on YouTube, because it felt unplanned. And I am someone who plans a lot. As much as I thrive in chaos, I'm also just someone who thrives in chaos and being chaotic and writing in a chaotic manner and just thinking in a chaotic manner. I also like to plan, especially when it comes to things like this, things that I care for and things that I want to nurture and to grow. I do like to plan out the things that I want to do. So I was kind of treating this like a hobby, but not even a really good hobby. Like, let's say you do netball and that's like really your favorite hobby, and then you do tennis every now and again. That's basically how I was treating it. It became something that I was super excited to do at first, just to start, you know, because it was something that I was constantly speaking of with my friends, with my family. I was constantly talking about, oh, I want to start a YouTube channel. And then when I did, it felt super just unplanned. Like, what is the plan? Okay, you've started, ne? So what is your YouTube channel about? Why do you want people to come subscribe? Why is it that you created this YouTube channel? So if you read on my not on my bio, on my thingy there up top when you come to my channel. It's written, why can't I remember my own thingy? Melodic, simple, but well textured. That was how I was describing myself. That was how I was describing my channel. This was done to broaden the spectrum of my channel, so that whatever kind of content I want to delve into, I can do, right? But that wasn't such a good plan. In my case, that's what I thought. It wasn't such a good plan because once I had done the YouTube channel and there was no direction to what my YouTube channel was about, I kind of fell short. My vision fell short. I'm someone who has lots of ideas. I wasn't lacking on ideas. I was lacking on the execution of those ideas. I was lacking on how many ideas do I want to execute at a time. I'm doing a series here. I'm doing vlogs. My ideas are just all over the place, and I needed to calm down, and I needed to kind of go back to the drawing board and decide what it is. What is it that you want to do? Why did you create this channel? What is this channel about? And that's basically why I stopped. I wanted to be more intentional. That's the word. I wanted to be more intentional with this YouTube channel. Hence, creating this background wall. Hence, trying to wear makeup. I suck. I suck at doing makeup. But here I am. I'm trying because I have a vision for what I want, and it's important to me that I work towards that and that I take you along the ride with me. So that's why I stopped. It was important that I just harness everything into one, and that things are just not all over the place, and it's just, there's a vlog every now and again. You'll see a series today if I feel like it. You'll see a vlog every now and again when I feel like it. There had to be some kind of direction as to why this evergreen and ever-growing exists. So I went back to the drawing board. So that I can come back and I can at least give you the content that I know I can provide for you guys. I think at the beginning and at times I spoke about my lack of equipment and the lack of this and the lack of that, and as much as I lacked in those things, there are other things that I have, and there are other ways that I can create content, good content, and I can create clean content for you guys, and I can create content that has a direction. When you come to my channel, you are going to go watch Zintle because Zintle is going to provide this and this and this and this and this for you. Because the fashion and beauty industry or whatever here on YouTube felt super congested. It felt like every single person was doing that. I was so scared to now delve into that. I was scared to go into that because I was like, am I gonna become another pretty face on YouTube? Am I going to become why did I say that? Am I gonna become, is my content going to just become another one of those things? That's another thing that scared me. So it was important that I tell myself, it's congested, but this is what you like. I like fashion. I don't care much for makeup, but I really like fashion. I think I'm a pretty fashionable person, if I should say so myself, honey. I think I am. So that's what I wanted to get into from the very beginning. And I was like, stop telling yourself all these things that are not true. It might be congested, but it's also super open. Like there's still so much space in the fashion industry here on YouTube. if that's what you want to go into. So I'm here, I'm back. There hasn't been usually I am someone, I think I've spoken about this, Kuni. I'm someone or Cobra. So, but there really hasn't been that much mgoa that made me decide ba I join the YouTube. I got a lot of support. I get a lot of support from my family when it comes to YouTube. I get a lot of support from my friends when it comes to YouTube. So I don't feel land, or like, even if it's going slow and I'm not as popular and I'm not getting as much traction as I want to, but it's enough for me. The people that come to watch, the people that get in my DMs and they're like, I want to be, I'll say, what's popping, what's happening, what's happening. Those people are really important to me. So I thought, okay, let me come back, let me try by all means to give you guys content that you deserve from me. And that's basically the first thing that I wanted to say. So I am back, I'm back for good. I'm not going to give you a time yet as to when and where, like as to when I'm going to be dropping content, because I'm still trying to work around that. But what I can tell you is that my content will be fashion based. We'll be doing fashion, we'll be doing beauty, so beauty in terms of skin and all of that, because I know that's one of my most requested things, because I do speak about it on my Instagram. So people do kind of get into my DMs and like, dude, do this. But what's another thing? Sorry. Vlogs. I enjoy watching them, I enjoy making them, I enjoy editing them. So that is definitely something that will be up on my channel. Series, for now I will take a halt on that because I am back home. Also, that's another thing, I'm back home. This is my house that I'll be filming in, so you'll see this back wall that I created from scratch. By the way, wallpaper, me, shelf, me, everything, me. You gotta be proud of the motherfucking bitch, cause I did that. The train of thoughts on a train of thought. What was I gonna say? Oh, I remembered. Series will take the halt for now because I am back home and I'm trying to get to know other influencers or social media people around East London, because there are a few of them, and I'm going to try to bring them on my channel, but in the right, when the time is right, when I've grown my channel at least maybe 3K subscribers, I'll feel like, okay, let me get back into doing series, because I really do enjoy it. I really do get a kick out of getting to know other people. That's just me. Excuse me. Let's get into the second thing. The second part of this life. That's a mouthful. Let's go. Second part of this life update. How am I going to talk about my relationship status without getting annoyed at all? What can I say? I've disappointed my own self. If you remember, at the beginning of my channel, I had stated, someone had asked me, are you ever going to feature your boyfriend or your partner, whatever, on your channel? And I said no, because this channel is about me. This channel is about me, right? I can't do this. I'll be chatting to our channel. I can't do this of my time on my channel. And like the city girl I am, things changed when it was time to change. I featured my ex quite a bit. He didn't show, like his face didn't show or whatnot, but he was there at the back with the shirt zakhe aratic ngazazi nemikhala yakhe. He was there at the back, bro, and I spoke about him quite a bit, or quite a lot, because if you remember in my vlogs, I moved in with him during lockdown. I moved in, so in PE, I moved in with my boyfriend and with my ex-boyfriend, and it was a good time. But let me actually skip right along to the end, because I genuinely do not have tea for you about that fucking relationship, y'all. I don't have tea for you about that relationship. It ended badly. It ended terribly. It was that relationship, guys, and I don't have anything to say, but I'll try to give you like a summary. At the beginning of the relationship, it was super it was fun. Like every other relationship, it was fun, but I think because of the lockdown, I had moved in with him, and because of the lockdown, we had become very close very quickly. My ex and I had gotten to know one another for a year. Like we were messing around for a year prior to actually dating, so it felt like we had gotten to know one another enough, but that wasn't the case, because messing around and being here and here and here and here, sorry, I have quite the flu, please be mindful of that. And messing around and being here and here and here is not the same as actually being in a relationship with someone and moving in with them. The day I dated my ex and decided he came to visit me and I moved in with him. I packed my things. He was like, pack your things quick, let's go. I left. I moved in with him. It was a good time, Sham, I can't even lie. It was lonely a lot. Unfortunately, he did leave me alone in the house a lot. It was super sad. I think we had both become super codependent on one another. As much as I am a homebody and he is like, I love to party, but I also love to be home. He was just a party animal. He just loves to party. So we were just butting heads and go up, obviously. Whereas he was super comfortable with me being a homebody, but he wasn't comfortable. He would get kind of jealous and controlling when it was time for me to now go out and do things that I wanted to do without him. So it kind of became super, it was a suffocating relationship for both of us, because when he'd go out, he'd come back at 4 a.m. in the morning, and I've been at home alone the whole day because he was working. Then he comes back and he wants to go out, you know. And he tried to be at home. He was at home a lot as well. He tried butt heads, common things in relationships, especially when it's people that are not very compatible, that are not on the same level. It's just butting heads. It was, and also it's two people that are not compatible but are very similar in nature, like very similar in the way they handle things. So he's neurotic. Like he is, let's go, and let's go. So it was just two people who were just very similar, that no one would be like the calm in the storm. There would be no calm. There would be just a storm. There would just be this. But anyway, to fast forward things, we didn't do the on and off thing. It was really just we were fighting quite a bit, but we would never do like the breaking up thing, whatever. And what else, man? Asavana Joe. We went from really just Uvana, like he was also just someone that I spent a lot of time with, so he became my best friend. But I think he was super comfortable in that I had kind of neglected my friends and neglected the relationships I had with my friends, and he had become the friend, that friend, you know, that person that was in my life, and he enjoyed that. Like things like, there was, let me make an example of this other time that I got money from Umdu Wasekaya, like my cousin had sent me money, and he freaked out because he was like, where are you getting money? This is says I'll pay like a relationship. Say imagine say cheese again go. Says because things are not I'm not trying to be home. Yabo lockdown yangathi yalantuka, I went back to my place. Yabo, it's better when I was at home, I was with him. Obviously because I'm 22. You know, I'm 22. I want to go hang with my friends. I want to go do things. I don't want to be reading chapter 6 on page 72 of how to be a homebody, how to treat my man, how to, you know, I'm not trying to do all those things. So I think those things kind of bothered him about me, because he had gotten accustomed to the person that I was when I was with him. So go back to the example. I get to tell you that was a bloody fight. Why was that a fight? Why was me getting money from home now starting to be a fight? He was like, no, I don't always have money, but if you need money, you need to ask money from me. And no one else but me. No one else should be your sun and your moon. It should be me. Me. You know? And I'd make plans with my friends, and he'd freak out. Like, how are you gonna go with your friends? There are gonna be other men there. I mean, you could this and that and the other. So now, yeah, it's a fight. And he just kept on fighting until he lost his mind. I think he literally lost his mind in that relationship. I think he literally lost his shit. November, we finally broke off. Terrible fight, terrible breakup. I moved in with my friends. My friends came and saved the day. They came and fetched me from my place. And then I moved in with Sammy at Fifivana. If you know Fifivana, you know what's happening there. So I moved in. I was supposed to move in for like a day or two, and I moved in for the whole month of December. We broke up around November, and I moved in for the whole month of December. I was good. Sometimes God will remove you from a situation. Yes. I don't know why he hasn't removed us from other situations, but I'll just give him the benefit of the doubt and say God removed me from that bloody situation, because genuinely after that was done in my life, I had so much peace. Like, there was so much chaos just happening around me, but I was at peace. I was good. I was with my friends. Kumnandi man. Kumnandi. I'm with my friends. I'm with Hennessy. I'm with Amadota. Kuko iyeka. Uyavuka ngaba kuko iyeka. Uyavuka ngaba kuko indoda. Uyavuka ngaba. Olinge 5 Ivana. Kumnandi. It was December, so we had officially broken up, and I'm just partying with my girls. And the time, I only cried once for that relationship. Cried once. I won. We have this huge hangover. It's the next day. We were out, we were having a good time, and there's a beer shack situation there at 511 at the back of the house. Like, there is like, what is it called, like those things that you have in chalets. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but we like to sit there and drink, and my friends are having shot, come on. And then Knowles at the back was playing Cranes in the Sky. Cranes in the Sky comes in, we're playing music. We're trying to think, but so what's the next thing? What are we gonna do? We have to plan going to brick and mortar. I'm nandine 2 clip of it, 3 clip of it, ngayifaka brick and mortar. Udlala Cranes in the Sky. Babalaza isho ablanga liyaqhatha uyeva dalila. This is it. The relationship is done. It's time to move on, and another chapter in my life is about to open. You need to understand, when you are super codependent on someone, and I think I was codependent on him as much as he was on me, and I have this tendency of being codependent on someone, and I don't know whether it is my way of running away from adulting, running away from my own problems, or just wanting to have that person that I'm going to go through life with, because life is so daunting and things that we don't understand, and you're always just trying to find someone, a partner to kind of maneuver life with. And I do that a lot. I'm constantly I find someone to go through life with so that I don't have to be vulnerable to life. And I think I did that in that relationship. I think I became too dependent on him, and he became too dependent on me. And it just, whenever we would do this and there were other parties involved, it was just not working. It was just not working for us. So thank God the relationship ended. That was actually the perfect time to end that relationship. And I was seeing someone after that relationship. I was seeing someone in January, and he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry your relationship ended." And I was like, "No, actually, I'm grateful." I'm grateful that the relationship ended, because it needed to end. It needed to end so that I can immerse myself in my own things and focus on me, and be able to, however cliche that is, and be able to just go through life and not be dependent on indoda to save me, on someone else to save me somehow if I fall, or there's some kind of uncomfortability, yes, and of constantly trying. I say to my friend all the time, you're trying to chase chaos, and the moment that things are at peace, you actually have to sit down and evaluate where you are in life. And when you are with someone who is chaotic and you are chaotic in your own life, there's constantly something happening around you that blocks out the real introspection that needs to happen. So that relationship really did need to end. And also people around me were like, who are you dating? Him? I was like, yeah. They're like, that's your man? I was like, that's mine. I'm sticking by him. And people were like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, that's me right there. But we were just totally different people, and I thank God that the relationship ended for both of our sakes. Just for both of our sakes. It was absolutely God's grace that the relationship ended. I came back home. I have my mother back home who's who's welcoming me with open arms, and I'm telling her, hey, ndikhubekile nana, ndikhubekile apha nalapha. She's like, it's the way of life, you'll be fine. And that is my relationship status. I'm very single. I wasn't so single until a few days ago, but even that, I was kind of getting into, I felt like I was kind of getting into another relationship when I had not fully, I've healed from that relationship, but I just don't want to be in another relationship. I actually want to be alone. And I felt like, hey, now going to be in the situation that I was well aware of that. So I'm single. I'm not trying to mingle. I'm pretty good by myself, really. I really am. And I think I've told you guys quite a bit, really. I even told you a little story. I light relationship, because the thing is also, when you're outside, when you're on the outside, things can seem really happy. So to end things off, I'm back for good, and I will be trying my best to constantly be consistent in doing something for my channel, and growing my subscribers, and just growing people that are loyal into watching whatever it is that I choose to do on my channel. I want to thank quickly every single person that watches my channel. I have been getting people that are like, it's been a minute, like, we miss you. And I really have to thank those people that are constantly watching my shit, that are fucking with my shit. I really do appreciate it. But if you are new to this channel, it is, as I said, I am Zintle Myoli. Nothing has changed. The ring is not on this side, and you're watching Evergreen and Evergrowing. On the first video, I said Evergreen and Evergrowing stems, no pun intended, stems from igama katadam elingumsimboti, which is umti ongawiyo. That was a story that he would tell about his name, which was an absolute lie that I later found out. But ngumti ongawiyo umsimboti. I want us to apply that into our lives. I want to be able to apply that into my life and into this channel, because that's the whole reason why Evergreen and Evergrowing exists. It's your tree cannot fall, your tree cannot be plowed, your tree cannot be cut down. Doesn't matter what comes at you, what happens in your life, your tree cannot be cut down, your tree cannot fall, you will not lose, you will not fail. It doesn't matter what happens. And that's what I want to do with my channel. That's what I want to apply here. But anyway, that's it from this live update. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be coming back with great energy. Really, that's all I want to come back with. Just great energy. I don't want to bore you. I don't want to bore myself. If I'm not up to it, I'm not gonna do it. And most of the days, I hope to be up to it. Okay, I love you for watching, and I'll see you again in my next